Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It is some terrible smoky out here today. Anyways, I got a little bit of time this morning. You see we got the holiday trailer pulled out. Yeah, this thing's actually gonna go for its first trip of the year. Not far, just a good fare, just close by. So you get water put in there. And speaking of water, that little trailer over there, I got the air compressor on it. I gotta get a water tank, a water tote put on there. Of course, a water tote has a 2-inch outlet on it, 2-inch NPT threaded outlet. And I don't want to just have that wide open. So what I did yesterday on my way home from work was I bought a configuration of fittings. So 2-inch threaded by 2-inch ABS pipe, and then 2-inch ABS pipe by 1.5-inch ABS pipe, and then 1.5-inch ABS by 3/4-inch NPT, and then a 3/4-inch NPT by whatever a garden hose connection is. So we're gonna put that all together and put it on a tote so that I can run a garden hose off of a 1,000-liter tank and have it for a water trough down there where our rams are. So I don't have to go down there every couple of days and fetch buckets of water out of a dugout. Now the last little bit of work I did with ABS pipe was probably in the basement of the house, right when we built it. So that's 2017. So I knew I had some ABS cement down there. Feel a little bit of weight in the bottom. So I cracked it open. It's completely solid in there. You have some premium duty, not the medium duty, but the premium duty. I got something in there. Oh yeah, that's much better consistency. Yeah, well, I got my fitting all made up. Looks nice and pretty. It's all taped up. It's all glued up. We're gonna go find a tote, see if we can't get it screwed on there. A couple of totes back here. One of them doesn't have a cage on it, but that's the one I used, I think, for gardening stuff last year. So I want to use one with a cage on it and with a decent valve. So let's, oh, that one's got acid in it. No, it doesn't really. I just want to find one with a decent valve. Just see, just thread right on there. I'll put a little bit of Teflon tape on there to seal that up as well. And then, because I don't want to have any drips or leaks or anything like that, because it's going to go to a water trough, right? So if it's consistently dripping and leaking, well, then I'm consistently losing water, and I'll have to fill it up more often. That looks like it's going to work just perfect. All right, so I'm having a look at this one. This one actually had soap from the car wash in it, so I know it's good. And the valve operates nicely. And the cool thing about this one is it's a 2-inch NPT, but you see this ridge right here? You can put 2-inch cam lock on there as well. So just want to check the threads. Oh, maybe not. Like the threads are slightly bigger on this one. Might not be 2-inch NPT.
Why can't I climb up this?
Why can't you climb up there? Because you'll probably fall through that tank roof. Yeah, we're not hooking onto that one today. That must be like a 2 1/4 or some crazy thread. It's looking like it's gonna have to be this one. There we go. All right, so it's now, what time is it? About 8:30. Just got the kids to bed. And yeah, the whole day's gone by. I gotta crawl underneath this thing. I can't remember if I gotta plug in the water line, and I might have to put the plug in the water tank, the hot water tank, and then I can fill it up with water. And then after I get done that, I'm gonna actually put the water tank on that little trailer, and we're gonna see if I can haul that thing down to the Rams today. Hey, so there's some good news. When we bought this trailer, in the water line here, there was actually just a bolt that was screwed in with this hose clamp on it, and then I lost that bolt. So then last year I put in a what did I put in there? It was like a nipple and then a collar and then a grease nipple is all I had to plug that. But it looks like sometime last fall I went to the hardware store and got a valve and put it in there. What are you doing there, Paparoo? Boy, you're sure cuddly. So that's good. Anyways, that's looks like it's done right for once. Okay, so all the water's topped up in the camping trailer over there. As you can see, I got my chemical tote loaded onto the little flat deck trailer. All ratchet, it's not super tight, but just ratchet strapped down. So I'm gonna haul this thing out in the yard and see if I can't put, well, we're gonna start with about 500 liters and then see how much the springs love us or hate us. Oof, look how brown that sky is, man, oh man. Anyways, we're filling her up there. I'm gonna get up to about halfway. I actually don't even know if this thing holds water. When we first got him, there was all but one held water. So I'm thinking it's good. But yeah, I'll get it topped up here to, like I said, halfway. I'll give you a pretty good one. If it holds water halfway, it probably holds water all the way. Usually you'll find they'll rub out in the corners in here somewhere. You know, somewhere in like up along the seams where there's a lot of surface contact, been moving or jostling around. That's why I see lots of these on the buy and sell. I see as recently as just 2 days ago, I saw one on the buy and sell for $150 for a used tote. And I thought, man, wouldn't that be a crime if that thing had a hole in it and somebody paid all that money? Anyways, while that fills, I'm gonna run in here and purge some antifreeze out of the system and get everything nice and clean, ready for the weekend here. While the trailer's all purged, got that stinky ass alcohol antifreeze, RV antifreeze, man, that's something terrible, I tell you. Anyway, that's all out of there. And looks like our tank is about quarter, third, somewhere in there. No water on the trailer yet, so that's looking good. No leaks in the bottom corners. A little ways to go. I have to go find, I gotta go, they got a tub down there, but that tub that's down there, the floating water valve actually doesn't clamp onto the side of that one because the rim is a lot thicker. So what I'm gonna do is somewhere around here anyways, there is a Rubbermaid tub with a floating water on the side that we actually had set, I don't know, it was over there. Chickens were using it, the dogs were using it. But it made its way into the back of the side-by-side and I don't know where it ended up from there. I'm gonna go check the tack shed. It's probably stuffed in there somewhere. As you can tell from the bellering in the background, I walked over towards the barn because it wasn't in the white shed. So I thought, I'll check the barn, and all the sheep come running looking for treats. But no, it's not there. So I'm gonna walk over. I got another little blue shed beside the shop. Maybe the wife tucked it in there. But I guess while I'm walking here, now'd be a good time to mention tomorrow night on a different channel, on our joint channel with my buddy Robin over at Millionaire Farmer. Smoke and Oak is what we call that one. We're gonna do a live stream. We're gonna have a glass of whiskey, have a cigar, solve the world's problems. So would love if you could tune into that one. It's 8 o'clock Friday evening. And so if you're watching this and it's already, it's already past Friday, that's fine. That live will be uploaded, so you can go over, check out the channel, Smoke and Oak. And if it's your jam, don't hesitate. Give us a little subscribe and watch a couple of the vids, and it'd be really awesome. But if you can join us, that'd be even better. Well, I just checked this little blue shed beside the shop here. We keep feed bags, spare tires, some old pop bottles. But I opened that door and it smells like something's dead in there. I don't know if that's one of the barn cats or what, but I'm just gonna go ahead and close that door and maybe not reopen that until this January or February next year. I don't know. That's enough to put you right off your supper. I'll have to solve that problem another day. Right now is not the time. So I've been all over this yard, up, down, inside, out, and around. I cannot find a little tote with a float. Very disappointing. I did, however, get all the critters fed. They got some new hay bales, some extra molasses in the bottom there. And I honestly don't know. I'm gonna have to ask the wife. I think she's gone to bed already, but I think for tonight what I'm gonna do is I'll run down to the ram pen with the trailer. I'll get it spotted. I'll run the hose out and I'll top up the trough so that they got plenty of water for tomorrow. But tote with a float is just gonna have to wait until I can find it, I guess. You know what? I'm just for the heck of it, I'm gonna look in the greenhouse. That's the only outbuilding I have not looked in. Maybe, you never know. Crazier things have happened, but not today. It's not there either. I don't know. This kind of bugs me now. Where the hell could it be? What I can do though, because this isn't exactly the same technology that the Romans used to build the Colosseum or the aqueducts or anything like that. I do have another automatic float valve. I'll take this one out and I'll just find another tote or a bucket or something like that that I can tie this onto. And then I guess I'm gonna have to solve this mystery another day. So there we have it. Not super pretty or nothing like that, but just a flat back bucket with float in it. Take a garden hose over the top of the fence rail, plumb it right into there, and we're gonna be in business. It's starting to get. I better hurry up. It's we're really losing daylight here. Not that we had any daylight at all today. You can see what kind of a soup mix we got going on there. But anyways, I'll get this out before I need a flashlight. Right, we're on our way with a tote full of water. We're about to go down a really steep hill, so hold on. It's a good thing we come down here because that fella's on the wrong side of the fence. And all I got is a empty sour cream pail with 2 pieces of dog food in there. So hopefully that's enough to trick him to follow me. And we'll, oh, maybe he's gonna lead me. We're gonna try and get to the gate and get him back where he's supposed to be here. Come on, fella. All right, you tell me where you gotta go. Where'd you even get out? Oh, I see. Over in the corner there. One of our temporary fence fixes proved to us just how temporary it was. Big giant hole there now. Hey, quit prancing around, fella. Come on, let's go. And you gotta be careful down here. It's this is the wet spot. There's a natural spring that comes out of the hill and it runs all through here and then fills up that little dugout there. But on a wet year, this is all, moist hummocks. But of course, in a year like this, when it's kind of dry and tough, it's a good way to break your ankle. Yeah, so right here in the corner, you can see I got a few pallets there. There was a spot, well, none of these rams, but a previous ram that we had. His name was Cheltenham, and he liked to use his head, not for thinking, mostly for fences. So I put these pallets in here just as kind of a shock absorber for the fence, and especially that one in the corner because he did actually break through the board. But anyways, it appears that pallet come down. So good thing in the back of the side-by-side, a good thing I never cleaned it out because there is actually a drill and some screws in there, so I can fix that without having to run up to the house. All right, so here, forgive the hoodie. It's not cold out or anything. It's just, well, you can see how many mosquitoes are buzzing around me. But here's the setup. Got my flat back bucket, got a bungee cord around, garden hose in, float switch set. Trailer's all set up there. Let's go turn some water on. Now, of course, I expect it's gonna take a minute to fill all that hose and then start coming out of here. And it really doesn't have any kind of head pressure. It's just got whatever head pressure is in the tank and the tiny little bit of rise it's got there. But looks like, well, it's making noise here now. But I got quite a bit of hose there strung out. If I need more head pressure, I can actually pull that trailer further up the hill to get more. But it's looking like, yeah, there's water coming there now. Oh man. I feel like I really just solved a big problem here on the farm, because mobile water, man, oh man, it's always the thing when you get way out into the bottom or something like that, and there's a field that's got no water. How are you going to solve that problem? And an old chicken coop that was on a trailer and an unused chemical tote, 50 feet of garden hose, and a float switch in a bucket, and hey presto, we got water and mosquito bites, but mostly water. Now it's just a matter of waiting until this thing fills up to make sure it actually shuts off. So while that does that, I'm gonna get up here and get the drill and a couple of screws and see about fixing that pallet up in the corner so nobody else decides to go for a unwanted adventure. Right, so the hole's patched in the fence. Let's have a look in the water bucket there. Yeah, the water level stabilized out. Float switch is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And now I'm interested to see just how long a tote of water lasts. I'm gonna fill it. We're gonna go to England for like a couple weeks. So that's the biggest thing is really, I mean, I can come down here and pack water. But if we got farm sitters, I certainly wouldn't expect them to hike down here every single day and dump a bucket of water in for the rams. So that just seems like an unreasonable ask, right? But if I can put 2 weeks or a month, or I don't even know how much, that might be 3 months water supply in that tote, and then they constantly got water. One problem I am kind of foreseeing, and I've seen this with other water storage things, especially in these white ones, that sunlight can get in. And being well water, it's not chlorinated, right? So there's a chance for bacteria and algaic growth and things like that. So I may have to actually throw a tarp over top of that just to prevent the sunlight from coming in. But anyways, by and large, today's project was a success. Complete. It's actually complete. It's not 3/4 finished, it's complete. That's probably a first in a long time. Start something on one day and actually finish it and not walk away from it 3/4 done and make do with it for the rest of your life. So I'm gonna call that a win and quit while I'm ahead. So I better head up to the house here, see about fetching up a cup of tea. The wife and Charlotte actually made cookies today too, so that'll be a nice little treat. Get a couple of those snuck in. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.